Hey, Maggie, can we talk for a second? Something kind of important.
Wow, that's not like you to text like this out of the blue. What's going on?
It's about the house. I've been thinking about something, and I wanted to talk to you before we get too far into moving preparations.
Oh, the house? Yeah, that makes sense. We're officially closing soon, so we really do need to start packing. There's so much to do.
I know, right? But still, I can't believe it's finally happening. We're actually going to be living in our own home, not renting, not crammed in a noisy apartment. Our own place.
It still feels surreal. I mean, we've been stuck in that tiny rental for years. This is a huge step for us.
Yeah, when we got married, I thought we'd be homeowners way sooner. But life had other plans. Still, better late than never. I'm grateful we managed to pull it off.
I mean, to be fair, I'm the one who paid for most of it.
I know that, Maggie. But we both worked for this. We built this life together. You've carried more than your share, and I truly appreciate you for it. I really do.
It's fine. I didn't bring it up to fight. Just don't forget that.
I won't. But anyway, that's not really the point of this message. There's something I've been meaning to bring up, and I figured now's as good a time as any.
All right, what is it?
It's about my parents.
Your parents? Did something happen?
No, not exactly. They're still living in Grandpa's old place, you know that. But they're getting older. Dad's turning 70 next spring, and Mom's not far behind.
Right. They're about the same age as my parents.
Exactly, and I've just been worrying lately. Their health isn't what it used to be. You know how stubborn they are about going to the doctor, and if something were to happen, I don't know, it just makes me anxious.
I get that. I mean, I'm constantly worrying about my folks too. I get it, Jack, I really do.
So, I wanted to ask what you'd think about letting them move in with us.
Sorry, what?
You heard me. I was thinking we've got the space, right? Why not?
Jack, are you serious right now?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
It's not that it's completely crazy, but it's coming out of nowhere. You're just springing this on me.
I didn't mean to blindside you. I've been thinking about it for weeks, honestly. It's just, I feel responsible, you know? They're my parents. I need to make sure they're okay.
I understand the concern. There are other ways to check in on them without moving them into our brand new house. Call them more often, visit on weekends, bring them groceries. We saw them not too long ago and they looked just fine, Jack.
Sure, but things can change fast, you know that. I just don't want to wait until something bad happens to suddenly care. And they are my family too, Maggie.
I know that I'm not saying they aren't. But you and I bought this house together, and this was supposed to be our home, our space. A place for us to grow into the next chapter of our lives as a couple.
We do have an extra room, though. It's not like we'd be crammed in. Why not let them take one of the spare bedrooms?
It's not about square footage, Jack. It's about sharing our home, living together, day in and day out. That's not a small thing. If anyone's parents were going to move in with us, it should be mine.
Why would it be yours?
Because my parents are in the same boat, age-wise. And let's not forget, I paid for most of this house. So, if we're talking fairness...
Wait a second. Just earlier you said this house was possible because we both worked for it.
We did, but let's be real. When it comes to the down payment and the mortgage approval and the closing costs, that was me. So yes, when it comes to the decision of who lives here, it matters.
Wow, so now I see how it really is. You don't care about my parents, you never have.
That's not true, and you know it. I've always been polite. I've gone out of my way to make them feel welcome every time they visit. But living with them, that's a whole different level. It affects my daily life, my peace, my boundaries. That's not something you decide by yourself.
The deed has both our names on it, Maggie. Can't I decide what happens with one single room in my own house?
So you're just going to hand it over to them? No discussion? No compromise?
That's not what I'm saying. I don't get why this is such a hard no from you. They're my parents, Maggie.
And I'm your wife, Jack. And I'm telling you this is too much. I don't dislike your parents, but I'm not willing to sacrifice my personal space and mental health just to make you feel less guilty about not visiting them enough.
All right, fine. I hear you loud and clear.
Wait, that's it?
Yeah, you've made your feelings obvious. So I'll make mine clear, too. If you won't even consider letting my parents live here, then I'll come up with my own solution. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
Jack, what does that mean?
Don't worry about it. You'll find out soon enough.
Hey, Maggie, did you already move into the new house? I've been meaning to ask because I want to come by and celebrate with you, housewarming style. Oh, of course. Honestly, I'd love for you to be our very first guest. But we're still in the middle of unpacking and setting everything up. The place is still kind of chaotic. Give me just a little more time and I'll let you know once we've settled in a bit more. I'll text you as soon as we lock down a date. Got it, no rush. Still, I can't believe you actually bought a house. In this economy? You're seriously bold, girl. It's not that bold, really. I just saved little by little over the years, nothing flashy or risky. We just happened to find a good deal in a great neighborhood and everything fell into place. It was honestly a bit of a miracle. But still, that area? That's an incredible catch. You know how competitive it is there. The location's amazing. You've got easy access to downtown, great schools, and all the shops and restaurants. You really scored. Yeah, I've been telling myself the same. It's super convenient for work, too, for both of us. From a quality of life perspective, it just made sense. I think we made the right call. I bet Jack's over the moon about it, huh? If I were a guy, I'd want to marry someone like you, too. You're responsible, hardworking, and you pulled this whole thing off. He was excited at first, but now things feel a little off. Wait, what? What do you mean by off? Well, buying a house comes with unexpected stress, you know? There's always something that pops up last minute, and not just the paperwork or the moving part. In our case, it's more personal. You're being vague. What's going on? Out of nowhere, Jack suddenly said he wants his parents to move in with us. I'm sorry, what? Just like that? No warning? Yep. We're literally about to get the keys, and he decides to bring this up now. That's insane. You didn't buy a house to live with your in-laws. That's not what you signed up for. Exactly. I mean, I understand that he's worried about his mom. He said she hasn't been feeling great and that he wants to be closer in case something happens. Okay, sure, I get the concern. But then maybe they should have bought a house nearby. Or Jack should have figured that out with them some other way, not by inviting them into your home. I think he probably wants to take care of them, but just doesn't know how to handle it financially or logistically. And I fell for that part of him, you know, the way he looks out for his family. It's one of the reasons I loved him in the first place. That's sweet, but come on. There's a difference between being caring and steamrolling your spouse. You paid for the bulk of that house, didn't you? And now he wants to bring in his parents without even a real conversation? That's not okay, Maggie. You can't let that slide. I tried talking to him gently. I brought up how sudden it felt, how I was hoping this new house would be our fresh start as a couple. But he just doesn't get it. He's not hearing me. Want me to say something to him? We've known each other since college. Maybe he needs someone to shake him up a little. I'm happy to tell him how out of line he's being. That's sweet of you, but no. I don't want to drag anyone else into this. I do understand why he feels the way he does. I just wish he'd see how much he's asking of me. And honestly, it's been emotionally exhausting. You're seriously going through it, huh? You work your butt off, you save, you finally buy a home, and now you're being asked to give up your peace and privacy. Yeah, it's a lot to process, but I'm still excited about the move. A new space, a new chapter. There's still a lot to be happy about. Good. Hold on to that. You deserve to enjoy this, both of you do, but that doesn't mean sacrificing your boundaries to please everyone else. You're right. I just need time to figure out how to have this conversation again without it turning into an argument. Well, just say the word if you want me to swing by and help unpack, or distract you with wine and takeout. And definitely let me know when the place is visitor ready. We're celebrating. Non-negotiable. Deal. I'll keep you posted, and thanks for listening, really. You have no idea how much I needed to vent. Jack, what is this? What's going on?
What? Why are you texting me like this out of nowhere? I'm at work, Maggie.
I was dropping off a few boxes at the new house this morning, trying to get a head start on the move. And guess who I ran into? Your mother, standing right there in the driveway. She told me she's moving in with us.
Oh, that. Yeah, I've decided my parents are gonna live with us in the new house.
I'm sorry, what? Are you seriously telling me this now, after we've signed everything? After we're already moving in?
I told you before, I've mentioned it several times about living with my parents.
And I told you very clearly that I was absolutely against it. How could you go behind my back like this and make that kind of decision without me?
You need to think about someone other than yourself for once. They're almost 70, Maggie. They're getting older and they shouldn't be living alone anymore. It's cruel to leave them by themselves.
That's not the point, and you know it. I told you there are other ways we can support them. Visit more often, set up home assistance, get them a place nearby. But you completely ignored all of that. You ignored me.
Why should your word be final, huh? That house belongs to both of us. I have just as much say in how we use it. You don't get to control everything.
Excuse me? Are you seriously saying this to me?
I can't believe how cold you're being. You really couldn't make room for my parents? You can't see why I want them close? What kind of person refuses to let their in-laws live with them when they're getting old?
I'm not being cold, Jack. We bought that house to build a life together, just the two of us. That's what we talked about. That was the plan.
Well, I've changed my mind. I don't want to live with just you anymore.
What did you just say to me?
I said I can't stand the idea of being alone with someone as difficult and controlling as you. You nitpick everything, you always want things your way, and honestly, I'm exhausted. Living with my parents makes things easier for me. You clearly don't care how I feel, so why should I care what you want?
Jack, that's so hurtful. Where's this even coming from? I thought we were doing okay. I thought we were building something together. This house was supposed to be our fresh start.
Spare me the sentimental speech. You act like you're so noble because you helped buy the house. But let's be real. You think you're better than me. You always have.
That's not true. I've supported you every step of the way.
Well, it doesn't matter now. The move has already started. My parents are packing up, and they're expecting to move in by the end of the week. It's a done deal, Maggie. You don't get to stop it now.
No, absolutely not. You need to call them and tell them there's been a mistake. Tell them there was a miscommunication. Tell them something, anything. But they are not moving into that house.
I'm not doing that. They've been looking forward to this for months. I already promised them. You should have spoken up sooner if you had such a problem with it.
I did. Multiple times. And now you're just pretending none of those conversations ever happened?
This is my house too, Maggie. Stop acting like you're the only one who gets a say. And since we're on the topic, yeah, I expect you to help take care of them too.
Excuse me? Are you seriously saying you expect me to be their caregiver too?
Of course, it's only logical. You'll be home more often than I am. And someone needs to do the cooking, the cleaning, the errands. You want to be part of this family? Then act like it.
If you're asking for help and partnership, that's one thing. But this is just you dumping everything on me without even asking. You're making huge life decisions and expecting me to just fall in line.
I have a demanding job. I don't have time to babysit grown adults. That's what you're for. You're supposed to manage the home, support the family. That's your role. If you're not willing to do that, then what use are you?
Are you even listening to yourself? You honestly think I exist just to serve your parents and wait on them hand and foot? How dare you speak to me like this?
You're really gonna fight me on this? Because I've had enough. Either you live with it and take care of them, or we start talking divorce.
Divorce? You're threatening divorce because I don't want to be your parents' maid?
Let's be real. Who else is gonna want you now, huh? You're past your prime. You think anyone's lining up to marry someone like you? Please, go ahead and try.
What did you just say to me?
You heard me. I'm done explaining myself. Now stop wasting time texting me. Finish moving the boxes and help my mom organize her room. That's your job now.
I've made my decision.
Huh? About what? You mean what I said yesterday, the whole divorce or caregiving thing?
That's right. I choose divorce. And I've decided I'm selling the house.
What? You've gotta be kidding me! You seriously think it's a good idea to divorce me?
Jack, you seriously overestimate yourself. I've had enough. I'm done pretending. I can't keep living with a man like you who is grumpy, entitled, and controlling. I've got my own income. I can handle my life. I cook, clean, budget, and take care of everything without you. The truth is, I never needed you. The only reason I stayed was because I used to love you. But that love is gone. It's been gone. So yes, I'm choosing divorce.
Of course you'd go there!
And I'm serious about the house, too. I'm selling it. We bought it together under the idea of starting a new life, just the two of us. But now, it's just too big and too full of memories I want nothing to do with. I have no intention of living here alone, surrounded by ghosts of what was supposed to be.
You can't just say that like it's nothing! You think you can just decide to sell the house? That's not your call to make!
Sorry, but it is my call. I already checked with the realtor. If we sell now, we'd pay off the remaining loan and walk away clean. I won't get the down payment back, but that's fine. I'll consider your share of the proceeds my emotional damages. Call it informal alimony.
Are you completely out of your mind? You think you could just announce all this and I'm supposed to go along with it? You don't have the authority to do any of this!
You're the one who first brought up divorce, remember? You said if I didn't want to take care of your parents, then we might as well get divorced. All I'm doing is following through.
That was just talk! I was making a point! Saying we might eventually split is not the same as giving you permission to sell the house behind my back!
I don't need your permission. Let me remind you, this house was primarily financed by my savings. The loan approval was based on my income. You were barely involved in the actual purchase.
Don't get cocky. That house is still my house, too. My name is on the paperwork. You can't sell it without my agreement.
Oh, you're suddenly interested in legalities? That's rich. I only added your name to the deed because I trusted you, because I wanted us to feel equal in this. And now you're going to weaponize that against me? Honestly, it's pathetic.
Say what you want. But thanks to your little display of generosity, you can't sell it on your own. So yeah, go ahead and thank yourself for that one.
So what now then? We're divorcing, but you think you and your parents are just going to keep living here? That I'm just going to vanish and leave you with a fully furnished house?
That's exactly what's going to happen. Get the divorce, fine. But this house, I'm staying. My parents are staying. You can go find yourself some rundown apartment or whatever you can afford. This place is ours now.
That's outrageous. You think you can just kick me out of the house I paid for?
Yeah, well, we'll see what the lawyers say. You want to go legal? Fine. Let's bring them in. But I'm telling you now, there is no chance I'm letting you sell this place. None! So get that idea out of your head.
You can threaten me all you want, Jack. You're not intimidating me anymore. You want to play this dirty? Fine. But don't think for a second you're going to walk away from this without consequences.
You were the one who started this.
No, Jack. You started this the moment you decided that my opinions didn't matter. The moment you chose your parents' comfort over your own wife's peace. You pushed me out. And now you're acting shocked that I don't want to stay?
I'm not shocked. I'm relieved. You've been a headache for years. Always complaining, always lecturing. You're exhausting. Honestly, I don't know how I put up with you for this long.
That makes two of us.
Great, then we're finally in agreement. Just pack your things and go. The sooner you're out, the sooner my mother can finally relax without having to tiptoe around you.
You're unbelievable. But don't worry. I will leave. And I'll make damn sure I take every piece of me with me. Every rug, every appliance, every lamp I bought. And when the court asks about who made the down payment, who maintained the mortgage, who paid the taxes, I'll have every document lined up and ready. Hey, I need to talk to you.
Okay. What's this about all of a sudden?
I've made a decision. I'm cutting you off. For good. I'm done with you.
This is about Maggie, isn't it?
Of course it is. You think I'd just wake up one day and decide to block someone for no reason? Jack, I'm disgusted. You're a mess of a man, and I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
You don't even know the full story. I don't know what she told you, but marriage is complicated. You don't get to pick sides when you don't even know what really happened.
Oh, I'm picking sides. And I'm picking hers because she's the one who spent years putting up with you while you freeloaded and pretended to be the head of the house. You didn't put a single cent into that house, Jack. And you still kicked her out.
I didn't kick her out. I just told her that maybe it'd be better for her to stay somewhere else. It was gonna be awkward for her living with me and my parents, so I made a suggestion. What's wrong with that?
You're unbelievable. She bought that house for the two of you. And now you're using your parents as a shield to justify taking it over and shoving her out? That's not being a good son, Jack. That's being a manipulative coward.
I've always been family-oriented. I was trying to do right by my parents. You're making me out to be some villain just because she didn't want to live with them. But come on, what kind of wife refuses to take care of her husband's family?
Stop twisting the narrative. She didn't refuse to take care of your parents. She refused to be ambushed into full-time live-in caregiving after you made decisions behind her back. She bought that house to build a future with you, not to become your mother's maid.
Oh, please. Why else would we have bought a house that size? If she didn't want anyone else living with us, why not just buy a condo?
Don't act like you're clueless. She bought that house for you. Because you were insecure that your co-workers all owned homes while you were still renting. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
You hated going to office parties at their houses. You complained about feeling small, like you weren't doing enough. You had this complex about not having something of your own to show for yourself.
So what?
So she stepped up for you. She took out the loan. She used her credit because you couldn't qualify. You were rejected because of those unpaid student loans from college. You defaulted, remember? You're still on the blacklist.
Yeah, she never mentioned that part.
Of course she didn't. She knew you'd blow up or sulk or get defensive. She protected your pride, always, even when you didn't deserve it. Maggie bought that house so you wouldn't have to feel like less of a man. And you repay her by moving your parents in and treating her like a burden?
I didn't ask her to do all that!
No, she chose to. Because she loved you. Because she wanted to support you and give you something solid in life. And you took advantage of that.
I did what I thought was right for my family! If she didn't want to be part of that, maybe we weren't on the same page to begin with! It's none of your business anyway! You're not part of this marriage!
No, I'm not. But I was your friend, and hers. And seeing what you did to her makes me sick. I'm not going to stand by and pretend like I didn't see it. Now, goodbye, Jack. I hope you enjoy living in the house she bought with your mother looking over your shoulder every day and the sound of your own guilt echoing off those walls.
Hey, what the hell is this?
What's wrong?
Don't play dumb with me. I just got served papers from the courthouse. You're suing me? What the hell, Maggie?
There's nothing to be confused about. You treated me unfairly, and now I'm taking legal action to hold you accountable. I think that's more than justified, don't you?
I told you I'd pay the alimony. I already agreed to that.
And I'm not talking about alimony. This is something else entirely. I'm filing for damages.
Damages? What kind of damages?
The kind that stem from you unilaterally moving your parents into the house. That decision destroyed my ability to live in peace in my own home. You made it impossible for me to feel safe or respected in that space. So yes, you're going to compensate me for that.
Wait, hold on. That's going way too far.
Is it? Because when I spoke to my attorney, he said I have a strong case. In fact, he said there's a high chance the court will rule in my favor.
You're serious?
Dead serious. The amount we're filing for is around $30,000.
$30,000? That's insane!
No, Jack. What's insane is you inviting your parents to live with us without even consulting me. What's insane is you making me feel like a guest in the home I paid for. This is just the consequence of your actions.
I can't pay 30 grand! Where do you think I'm gonna get that kind of money?
Well, I don't want to go through a full lawsuit either. Believe it or not, I'm offering you an alternative.
What kind of alternative?
Give up your share of the house. Sign over your portion to me and I'll drop the damages claim. It's simple.
You've gotta be kidding me!
I'm not. You made your bed, Jack. I'm giving you a way to lie in it. You told me to choose between divorce or caregiving. Well, here's my answer. You can choose between a $30,000 lawsuit or walking away from a house you didn't even pay for.
You're out of your mind! If I lose the house now...
Then don't. Pay me what I'm owed. Your choice.
Fine! I'll give up my share. Just drop the claims.
That's what I thought. Once the papers are signed, I'm selling the house. So go ahead and start packing because you're moving out.
All right.
Oh, and just so we're clear, dropping the claims doesn't mean I'm waiving the alimony. You're still paying that in full.
You really did it, didn't you?
What's going on now? Finished moving yet?
Yeah. Thanks to you, I'm living alone now.
Oh? Weren't you supposed to be living with your parents? That was the whole big plan, right?
They rejected me, said it wasn't happening.
Let me guess. You told them you bought the house, tried to make it sound like it was all yours, and then invited them to move in without telling them the full story. Then they found out the truth?
That's not what happened. I mean, I might have said it was my house, but I didn't mean to lie. I just simplified things.
Simplified. Right, you let them believe you were the sole homeowner. You didn't correct them. You let the fantasy play out and then tried to push through with the cohabitation before they had time to question it. Of course your mom got angry. She told me herself how embarrassed she felt when she learned the truth.
Yeah, she said the same thing to me. Said I humiliated her. She told me I was selfish. And now she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. She said she needs time, but it felt like she was saying goodbye for good.
So she cut you off.
Yeah, I didn't think she'd actually go that far.
Honestly, it's not that surprising. You tried to manipulate your own parents into living under false pretenses. You threw my name around like it meant nothing. That's not love, Jack. That's using people.
I was doing it for family. I thought I was doing the right thing.
No, Jack. You thought you were doing something noble. But you weren't listening. You didn't care about the consequences. You only cared about how it made you look. Your version of family only works when you get to control everything.
What are you even saying?
I'm saying you never treated me like part of the family. You knew how I felt about the forced cohabitation. I told you over and over again. But you did it anyway. You made decisions over my head. You used the house I bought as leverage. You ignored everything I said. Did you ever stop to think about what I needed?
I thought you'd understand. That maybe you'd adjust.
Adjust? You forced a massive life change on me and expected me to just smile through it? Jack, that's not how marriage works. That's not how respect works.
I didn't mean for it to turn out this way.
But it did. Because deep down, you never really saw me as part of the picture. You saw your parents as a real family. I was just a piece on the side. But here's the irony. Your mother? She apologized to me. She cried and told me she was sorry. She said she thought of me as family. She said I deserved better. She showed me more empathy in 5 minutes than you have in the past 5 years. So now here you are. No wife, no house, no parents to back you up. Just you, alone. Exactly the way you chose it to be.
Why? Why did it have to end up like this?
Because it's better for everyone, Jack. You being on your own means no one else has to be dragged into your mess. Not your parents, not me. You can finally live however you want without dragging anyone else down with you.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone!
But you did. And now you're living with the consequences. Goodbye, Jack. After everything that happened, Jack ended up living alone for the first time in his life. It should have been a chance to reflect and rebuild, but the reality hit him harder than expected. All of those years, he had relied on me for every little thing, from laundry to cooking to simply remembering appointments. So, when he was suddenly left to fend for himself, he was completely unprepared. The dishes piled up in the sink, his laundry sat in baskets for days, either unwashed or unfolded. Meals consisted of instant noodles or takeout, and even those he sometimes forgot to eat. His apartment became a mess, both literally and figuratively, reflecting the disarray of his personal life. It didn't take long before this chaotic lifestyle started affecting his work. At the office, Jack began making mistake after mistake. He missed deadlines, submitted incomplete reports, and fumbled during meetings. His boss, who had once trusted him with high-stakes responsibilities, grew increasingly frustrated. Eventually, Jack was transferred to a department known within the company as the waiting room for employees whose careers were effectively over. It was a quiet place where people were sent to fade out, and that was what Jack became, invisible. With no family to come home to and no meaningful purpose at work, loneliness consumed him. The man who once believed he could control everything now found himself surrounded by silence. Meanwhile, my own life was going through changes. Starting over was not easy. The divorce had left a deep scar on my heart, and losing the home I had built piece by piece with so much care was heartbreaking. There were nights I lay awake wondering if I had done the right thing, questioning the path I had chosen. But then there was Riley. Riley was the kind of friend who didn't just say the right words, but who showed up, stayed late, listened deeply, and reminded me that I wasn't alone. They were there on the nights I couldn't stop crying, and on the mornings where I needed a gentle push to face the day. Riley helped me stand up again. I'm learning to rebuild my life on my terms, supported by people who truly care. From now on, I will protect my peace, value real connections, and move forward without regret.
Hey, how much are you getting from the inheritance?
What?
I mean, your dad's inheritance. As the head of such a big company, he must have left behind a significant amount, right?
Are you serious? We're in the middle of the funeral. Don't you think it's disrespectful to talk about that right now?
Come on, he's already gone, so why would it be disrespectful? It's not like I'd have asked about it while he was alive. That'd make it seem like I was only after his money, right?
I really don't understand how you can be so casual about this. You, of all people, should know everything he did for you, so stop disrespecting him like this.
Look, he's already gone, so saying he did a lot for me doesn't mean anything now. Can't you understand that?
Just stop it, okay? I want to focus on being next to my father right now.
Why? Just tell me how much you're getting from the inheritance. I visited him at the hospital too, didn't I? I did my part in looking after him, and didn't he like me quite a lot?
Yes, he did think highly of you. But if he knew you were only interested in his inheritance, don't you think he'd be heartbroken, even up there in heaven? Imagine how much sadness he'd feel, seeing his daughter's husband only caring about his money.
I'm only asking how much the inheritance is. I held off asking this whole time, didn't I? So just tell me already.
All this time? Wait, are you telling me that's what you've been after with me this whole time?
Just tell me there's a car I want to buy. I need to put a down payment on it before someone else gets it.
You know what? I won't be receiving anything. I'm sorry, but I'm actually just a stepchild, so my share is 0.
What? Wait a second, what do you mean by that?
I told you, I'm my late mother's child from her previous marriage. I have no right to an inheritance from my stepfather. Not that I was ever expecting to get anything in the first place.
You're a stepchild? Wait, hold on. Are you serious? So you're really getting nothing from him?
Yes, I never wanted it to begin with.
Are you kidding me? I want that inheritance! How am I supposed to buy that luxury car now? How am I supposed to get it?
Why don't you buy it with your own money? And stop shouting already. You're not even a family member.
What the hell are you talking about, not a family member? Do you even know why I married a boring woman like you in the first place?
What?
Your father's inheritance! And now I find out that because you're a stepchild, you're getting absolutely nothing? I married an old lady for this? What a waste! You're worthless to me now. Just get out.
Get out? This is a funeral home, you know. You don't have the right to tell me to leave.
I don't care about rights. I'm telling you to get out. If there's no inheritance for you, then you're useless to me. Since you're a stepchild and get nothing, what about your sister?
My sister is his biological daughter, so...
Then that means she'll be getting something, right? She's the one I need to talk to. You, on the other hand, can just go home.
Stop it. Don't ruin this funeral. Can't you just act with some decency for once? And don't bring my sister into this. She doesn't deserve any of this chaos.
Shut up! Stop whining already! Just go home. Otherwise, I'll use force if I have to, and it won't be just you. I'll turn this entire funeral into a circus!
Please stop. There's no point in causing trouble here. There's no need to bother innocent people who have nothing to do with this, is there?
Innocent people? All your stupid relatives are involved in this. They're all responsible. You're all joking if you think I won't get that inheritance.
Fine. If I leave, will you calm down? I'll go if that's what you want. Just please, calm down.
Yeah, you're the biggest annoyance here. You've ruined my life. Don't ever show your face to me again.
Are you sure you won't regret this?
Regret? No way! I only regret marrying you, that's all. One way or another, I'll get my hands on that inheritance. I didn't go through all the trouble of marrying a woman way older than me just to walk away empty-handed.
Older? I had no idea you could be this horrible. Hey, Danny's been messaging me non-stop. It's seriously getting on my nerves. What's his deal? Did something happen that I don't know about? Already? I'm really sorry about that, Annika. He keeps talking about inheritance of all things. Isn't that disturbing? Who even brings that up at a funeral? It feels completely out of place, like he doesn't even realize where he is. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he married me solely because he thought he'd gain access to my dad's inheritance. Looking back, there were definitely times that made me feel something was a bit off, like he was prioritizing the wrong things. But I never imagined he'd be so rotten, let alone that it would come to this. So, he didn't even know that you aren't your dad's biological child? He went into this whole marriage thing without knowing? That's right, I never brought it up. It just didn't seem relevant before, and he probably tried not to get too involved in any family talk on purpose, just so I wouldn't catch on to his intentions. And he'd been carefully waiting for this moment, I guess, counting down to this day, only for it to backfire on him when he found out I don't have the right to inherit anything. Now that he's aware there's no money coming my way, it seems he's completely losing it. Wow, that's so selfish of him. He's really just after money then, with zero consideration for anything else? Anyway, where are you right now? Did you manage to get away? He wouldn't stop yelling at me to leave the funeral hall. It got so bad that it seemed like he was ready to make a huge scene if I didn't. So for now, I've stepped outside, just to avoid him turning everything into a mess right in front of everyone. Well, if he's acting like that, it's probably a good idea to steer clear for now. He's obviously on edge and not thinking straight. It's fine. Besides, the funeral's almost over anyway, so why don't you go on home first? I'll stay here and take care of everything that needs wrapping up. Don't worry about it. But what are you going to do about Danny? He doesn't sound like he'll leave you alone. Oh, as for him? Don't worry, I'll handle that too. I'll have a little talk with him and get him to leave. Trust me on this, alright? Alright, I'm sorry to trouble you with all of this. And thank you, really. Hey, don't mention it. It's the least I can do. But still, I can't believe the situation. Your dad just passed, and now you can't even get a proper chance to say goodbye because of that man. I'm sure your dad is looking down from heaven, and when he sees what Danny's trying to do, he won't let him get away with it. Karma's coming one way or another. First, I lose my father, and now my husband shows his true colors, turning into someone completely different. This is way more than I can handle.
Hey! What the hell is going on here? Seriously? I saw it on TV! You're the heir to rickshaw trading? What does that even mean?
You saw it, so I assume you understand. My father passed away, and I'm stepping in as the next president of the company. That's all there is to it.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Why didn't you tell me any of this?
It wasn't decided yet, so I didn't tell anyone. But my father's will named me as a successor. I'm going to honor his wishes. And considering we're getting divorced, this doesn't concern you.
Hold on a second. If you're the heir to rickshaw trading, then this changes everything. We need to cancel the divorce. Wouldn't that be better for you too?
Oh, now you want to say this? You're so selfish. The only reason you married me in the first place was to get a hold of my father's inheritance. Isn't that right?
No, it wasn't like that. Look, I just lost my cool and said things I didn't mean. But come on, I would never actually think that way. I love you, all right? I swear it!
Don't insult me. If you truly loved me, you would have done what you did. Even yesterday, after I left, you went and caused trouble for my sister too, didn't you?
Trouble? I wasn't causing trouble. She's the one who said she'd share the inheritance with me.
What?
Come on, I was there for your father. I visited him in the hospital, didn't I? And I even brought him expensive gifts. I have just as much right to some of the inheritance.
So you're telling me that my sister really said she'd split the inheritance with you?
Yes, she did! That's why I didn't put up a fuss yesterday. Then this morning, I turn on the TV and see they were talking about how the president of Rickshaw Trading had passed away.
And that's how you found out I'd be succeeding him, huh? Whatever the case may be, I've already made up my mind to go through with the divorce.
Don't be ridiculous! Come on, it's fine now, right? We could just start over, can't we?
If my sister's going to share the inheritance with you, then you don't have any reason to stick around, so stop coming near me.
Listen, I have a dream, all right? I want to help people who are less fortunate all around the world. I want to bring happiness to those who need it most. With a company as big as Rickshaw Trading, I think I could actually make that dream come true.
So, what are you trying to say?
I'm saying, let me be part of Rickshaw Trading as an executive. That way I'll be closer to making my dreams a reality. I want to bring joy around the world. I want to work toward world peace. It's my true dream.
How shameless can you be? All you really want is a handout because my father's inheritance isn't coming to you the way you'd hoped. Just yesterday, you were having a tantrum, calling me a useless old hag who wasn't good for anything.
I know. I regret that. I wasn't myself at that moment, I promise. But look, don't you think it's actually a good thing for Rickshaw Trading to get involved in charitable causes? It would improve the company's public image, and it might even help attract more business.
Oh, really? Don't you think my father would have already considered that? Here's a wake-up call for you. He did. My father was deeply committed to charitable work while he was alive. Rickshaw Trading is so well known for its charity work that it's practically part of his brand image now. He even spent his own time volunteering. You say you're serious about world peace, but you didn't even know this about my father?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, wait, no! I did know that. It's just that now that your father has passed, someone else has to take over.
Why are you still trying to act like this? It's pitiful. No matter how you try to dress it up, what you did at the funeral isn't going to disappear. Every single one of my family members saw it, and none of them trust you anymore. Whatever respect you managed to earn from my father is completely gone.
What? What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying you told the entire family about what happened yesterday?
Of course I did. I don't owe you anything. Thanks to your little outburst, all the time and effort you spent trying to win over my father was completely wasted.
You arrogant piece of... How dare you talk to me like this? Just get back together with me already!
Absolutely not. No matter what you say, I've made my decision. And frankly, no one's on your side anymore.
Oh, that's not true! Your sister promised she'd split the inheritance with me, remember? She's reasonable, unlike you. It's clear she's truly her father's daughter. She's nothing like you, the illegitimate one.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
No, I'm just stating the fact. Anyway, once I get the inheritance, I'll start making plans from there. And I'll get you to reconsider this divorce. I'm not giving up that easily.
Fine, do whatever you want.
Hey, about what happened yesterday, can I come by now to collect my share?
Huh? Are you talking about the inheritance?
Of course! You're gonna give me a share, right? That's why I left quietly yesterday. I expect you to keep your promise.
Of course, I'll keep my promise. You've come to see my father in the hospital after all.
Yeah, of course I did. Your dad really liked me. He probably recognized me as well. So just give me the amount that reflects that. I'm counting on you.
The amount that reflects your contributions, huh? Sure, I can do that. So how should I hand it over?
I'll come over now. Your relatives are still there, right? It seems like there's some bad rumors about me going around, so I need your help to clear that up. Sky did something unnecessary, it seems.
Okay, then I'll introduce you to my relatives.
That would really help. It's good to see that we can communicate well. You're truly the daughter of the president of Rickshaw Trading, after all, just like I expected. It's nice to know we're on the same page.
Right, I want to ensure everything goes smoothly. It's important that everyone sees you in a good light, especially after all the misunderstandings that have happened.
Exactly! I appreciate you looking out for me. After all, we need to keep our relationship strong. This inheritance could mean a lot for both of us.
I understand. It's not just about the money. It's about our connection and how we can support each other moving forward. Let's make sure everything is handled professionally.
Definitely! I trust you to help me navigate this situation. With your support, I think we can turn things around.
Good. Let's get this sorted out. I'm glad we're working together on this.
Hey! What was that all about? You said you'd share the inheritance with me, right?
I did share it, didn't I?
$15? Are you serious? That's just insulting! You've got to be kidding me! Give me more!
But you said you wanted an appropriate amount, didn't you? So that's what I gave you, an appropriate amount. Honestly, $15 is more than enough. You should be thanking me for that.
How can you even justify giving me just $15? I want a reasonable explanation for this. Otherwise...
Otherwise, what? You're going to try and intimidate me, just like you did when you backed down in front of the relatives yesterday? You only came to visit my father twice while he was in the hospital. So that's how I calculated the transportation costs. $7 for a round trip twice. I even added a little extra just to be nice.
You're insulting me!
You're the one acting like a big shot after just 2 visits. That's what's really ridiculous.
But I had a good relationship with him long before he got sick! Oh wait, is there no will?
What?
There must be a will that includes my name! Even if it's not about the inheritance, I should at least get something. After all, I was trusted by your father!
Your name is not in the will. If it was, believe me, I would have let you know.
No way! You're all just hiding the fact that my name is there! You're a bunch of cowards, all of you related to Rickshaw Trading. I might as well report you all.
Go ahead and do what you want, but just so you know, my father didn't like you at all.
What?
He thought you were a shallow man. He was worried about Vivian. You probably don't even know that. That's why I kept a close eye on Vivian. I didn't trust you, and I figured it was better to be safe than sorry.
No, that can't be right. He told me all sorts of things.
It's easy to pretend to get along without stepping on anyone's toes, you know. My father was a genuine businessman. The fact that your name isn't in the will is the best proof of that. If you think I'm lying, I can call a lawyer to confirm it for you.
So you're saying you're all just a family of liars?
Huh?
Exactly! You've just been playing with my emotions, making me think there was something there. You guys are nothing but dirty thieves, hoarding the inheritance for yourselves. I'm gonna post about this online.
Is that all you can do? If you're feeling brave, why don't you come over and confront us in person?
There's no need for that. I'll make sure you all are ruined. Just you wait.
So you can only act tough with women, huh? How impressive. Well then, good luck with your plan to destroy us.
You bastard! You have to understand this isn't just about money, it's about respect! I thought I meant something to your family. I thought I was trusted and valued, not just some random outsider looking for a handout.
What did you expect? You've always been on the outside looking in. You think 2 visits to the family make you a member of the family? It doesn't work that way.
But I was there for your father when he needed help! I stood by him! That should count for something!
You were there for him, yes, but don't you see? It wasn't just about being physically present. It was about genuine love and commitment, something you clearly lack. You're just trying to cash in on a relationship that wasn't what you thought it was.
You have no idea what I've done for him! The support I provided, the comfort I gave him during his worst days! That meant something to him even if you can't see it!
No, all you see is the potential for profit. You can't hide that from me. It's painfully obvious. And you know what? This attitude of entitlement is why you'll never get anything from my family.
How dare you! You think you could just dismiss me like that? I'll make sure everyone knows what kind of family you really are!
Go ahead. No one is going to believe your lies. They know you for what you really are, a leech trying to drain the last bit of goodwill from my father's memory.
You're gonna regret this! I swear you'll pay for underestimating me!
You're really going to threaten me now? That's rich. You should learn how to deal with your own emotions instead of trying to lash out at me. You're just making yourself look pathetic.
I'm not done with this! You think you've won? I'll fight back and I'll make sure everyone knows the truth about your so-called generosity!
Good luck with that. I'll be here, living my life, while you waste yours plotting revenge. You're only digging your own grave.
You haven't seen the last of me! I'll prove to everyone that you're just a bunch of frauds!
Then bring it on. I'm ready for whatever you've got. Just know that this isn't the end. This is just the beginning, and I won't back down.
Hey, please! I'm begging you, don't abandon me! I really regret everything!
This is all your fault, you know. You tried to accuse my family, and now look where that's got you. Everything's backfired on you.
Please, just call off the divorce! You know, I thought I'd be getting some inheritance, so I went ahead and bought a lot of things on my credit card!
What?
The car you know I wanted? I've actually already signed the contract for it! If things keep going like this, I'm gonna go bankrupt! I'll be drowning in debt! On top of that, after that scandal, they cut ties with me at the company, and all my friends are drifting away! It's all falling apart!
Well, that's a natural consequence, isn't it?
Don't say something so cold! Please! I'm not asking for the inheritance anymore, but at least don't abandon me!
So, is that why you wanted the inheritance so badly? But someone like you who only married me for my family's wealth doesn't deserve my help. If you keep bothering me about this, I will take legal action.
Come on! You weren't always this heartless, were you? What are you pretending to be strong for? The you I know would help me out!
I need to keep it together for my father's sake. I have to be strong as a daughter and as the next president of the company.
Damn it! Please, I'm begging you! Help me out just one more time! Let's...
No way! I've lost so much by marrying someone like you. I've made a terrible mistake marrying a person as low as you.
What? You think I'm this low? What am I supposed to do now?
How should I know? That's not my problem. Oh, but wait! With the $15 you got, you could spread some smiles around the world, right? That was your dream, wasn't it?
I don't need your sarcasm right now. You think this is funny? I'm in real trouble here. You have no idea what I'm going through.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. You're the one who got yourself into this mess. You thought you could just ride on my family's coattails and live the high life without consequences. Well, guess what? It doesn't work that way.
Listen, I made some mistakes, but I thought we could work things out. I thought you'd understand.
Understand? Understand what? That you thought it was okay to betray me and my family? You thought I'd just sit back and let you take advantage of us?
I wasn't trying to betray anyone! I made a mistake, but I'm still the same person you fell in love with!
Really, the person I fell in love with wouldn't have done what you did. They wouldn't have put me in this position. You've changed, and not for the better.
I'm begging you! Just give me a chance to prove I can change! I'll do anything! Just please don't leave me like this!
And what would that change entail? You've shown me who you really are. Why would I want to be around someone who only thinks about themselves and their own needs?
Because I love you! I still care about you, even if I messed up!
Love? You think love is enough to fix all this? It's not enough when you've hurt me and disrespected everything we've built together.
I didn't mean to hurt you! Can't we just forget about everything and start fresh?
Start fresh? You really think that's possible? After everything you've done? After all the damage you've caused? It's not that easy, and I can't just erase the past.
Please, think about it. I promise I'll make it right. Just give me one more chance!
You think I haven't thought about it? Every day, I wish things could go back to how they were, but I know they can't. You've burned that bridge.
You can't be serious! I thought we had something special!
You thought wrong. It's not special when it's built on lies and manipulation. You need to face the truth about who you are.
I'm begging you! I'll do better! Just don't give up on me!
I'm done with this conversation. You need to figure out your own life. I can't keep getting dragged down by your mistakes.
No, please! I need you! You're my only hope!
Your hope? You had hope when you were using me for my family's money. You need to find a way to stand on your own 2 feet without relying on me.
But I can't do it without you! I don't know how!
You need to grow up and take responsibility for your actions. This is your life now. It's time for you to face the consequences.
How did it go? Were you able to properly wrap up things?
Yeah, the divorce has been finalized successfully. At first, he was yelling quite a bit, but it seems like he's lost his energy now.
He was like a child resisting a shot, huh? But you did well. It's a tough time as it is.
No, it's thanks to you. Besides, the one who's really suffering is you, right? As a nurse, you've been facing your father's situation all this time.
What are you talking about? Unlike you, I'm holding it together. This isn't going to get to me.
Annika, you don't have to worry about me. You managed to handle everything yourself this time, right? So you should prioritize yourself a little too.
Our father told me that you didn't have good judgment about people, so I should keep an eye on you.
What?
Our father saw right through that man from the very beginning. That's why I couldn't just leave you to deal with it alone.
Really? If that was the case, you should have told me.
Who could say the man you married is a jerk? But now that's all settled. It turned out okay in the end.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about me. You can cry if you want.
What are you saying? I'm not going to cry in front of you, the scaredy cat.
After my divorce, Danny left town, marking the beginning of a chaotic and painful chapter in his life. What followed was a rapid descent into a debt hell, one that seemed inescapable. The term debt hell seems fitting, as it conveys the suffocating nature of the situation, with no clear way out. But the financial burden wasn't his only problem. His actions led to a scandal that caused him to lose the friendships they had once taken for granted. People who had once been his closest allies suddenly disappeared, leaving him isolated and vulnerable. The emotional fallout from losing those friends was perhaps just as damaging as the financial crisis. Friends provide not just companionship, but a safety net in tough times. When Danny found himself in the deepest struggles of his life, it must have been incredibly painful to realize that no one reached out to offer help or even a listening ear. The emptiness of that realization must have felt like a deep wound, one that forced him to confront a harsh truth. Despite his belief in a strong social network, when the chips were down, he was alone. It didn't stop there. Danny's isolation extended to his family as well. In times of crisis, many turned to their family for refuge, love, and understanding. But for Danny, that option wasn't available. His family, once a source of comfort and stability, was no longer there to offer him a place to turn. The concept of home, which should have been a refuge, became a painful reminder of his failures, a reminder that even his own blood had seemingly abandoned him. That must have had a gut punch, shattering his once-held belief that family would always be there for him. Soon, Danny found himself living without a home at all. The transition from a stable living situation to homelessness was jarring and traumatic. It wasn't just about losing a roof over his head. Losing his home represented a deeper, more existential loss. His sense of identity, his security, and his stability all crumbled at once. Living without a home was not just a logistical nightmare. It symbolized a total loss of the anchors that typically provide a sense of purpose and direction. For someone like Danny, who once believed himself to be a respected and well-liked individual, being homeless must have felt like an irreversible shattering of his self-image. Throughout his life, Danny had relied on his personal charm and likability. He had believed that these traits would help him navigate any challenge and keep his relationships intact. But facing the harsh reality of his situation, he had to confront something he likely never imagined. When things got difficult, no one came to help. The absence of support from those he trusted must have been a bitter realization for him. It likely stung deeply to understand that, despite all his charm, when the going got tough, people disappeared. This forced him to reflect on the authenticity of his relationships, wondering how many had been genuine and how many had been built on something so superficial. The loneliness he faced must have been humbling, forcing him to reevaluate the depth of his connections and the role his actions had played in driving people away. As I reflect on Danny's downfall, I can't ignore the fact that I too was once deceived by him. I had invested so much hope in him, believing in his dreams and aspirations. I truly thought he would overcome his challenges and rise to the person I'd always hoped he would become, but the truth was different. The man I trusted proved to be unreliable, and the promises he made turned out to be empty. The shame of having been misled is hard to shake. It's disheartening to think that I too fell victim to the allure of his charm, believing in a narrative that was never real. I feel embarrassed to have been deceived, and it's difficult to look back without questioning my own judgment. It stings to think that I allowed myself to be caught up in his lies. At the same time, I am now the president of Rickshaw Trading, a role that brings with it its own set of challenges. The pressure to succeed, to meet the expectations of my employees, stakeholders, and the board, weighs heavily on me. Every day is filled with meetings, decisions, and responsibilities that come from every direction. There are moments when I feel like the weight of it all is going to crush me. Balancing the needs of the company with the expectations placed upon me is exhausting, and sometimes I wonder if I'm up to the task. Leading a company is no small feat, and I often question whether I have the skills or experience to handle the immense responsibility that comes with the position. However, I remind myself that growth often comes from discomfort, and by overcoming these challenges, I will become stronger. In this tumultuous time, I am lucky to have Annika by my side. She is a wonderful ally, offering support that I didn't know I needed. Despite her demanding job as a nurse, she always finds time for me. Annika has been a rock, lifting me up when I feel overwhelmed and offering a listening ear when I need to talk. Her commitment to her own responsibilities while still being there for me is extraordinary. She has an incredible balance of professionalism and genuine care for others, and I find myself leaning on her more than I expected. Her unwavering support is a beacon of light in the midst of my challenges. Annika, too, plays a significant role in my life. She calls me Scaredy Cat Sky, a nickname that has become a source of comfort during moments of anxiety. Annika's lightheartedness brings humor and warmth into my life, helping me regain perspective when the pressure becomes overwhelming. While I appreciate her humor, there are times when her protective nature can feel overwhelming. As I strive to assert my own identity as a strong leader, I sometimes wonder if she's overstepping. However, even in those moments of doubt, I recognize that her actions come from a place of care and genuine concern for my well-being. Annika, with her quiet belief in me, has become the foundation of my strength. Her presence in my life gives me the confidence I need to move forward, even when I doubt myself.